Hi guys, welcome to Cetking Visual DI video. The objective of this video is to teach you how to solve DI without using pen. Alright, there are two major type of DI question. One is the calculation based and one is logic based. In this video, I will focus mainly on the logic based DI sets. Alright, the calculation based question, main thing is your speed, how fast you can do. And if you talk to any of your friends who have taken exams last year, they'll tell you the same thing, that speed was the main thing which they had or which they lacked. Fine. There are typically 5 type of major charts: bar chart, tables, line, pie charts, and miscellaneous chart. But we have converted them into 10 different type of commandments. Fine. Which all together combined are more than enough to solve every kind of a DI set. Yep. In this video, I'm going to focus mainly on the pie chart. There are two parts of this video. One part talk about the single pie chart, which is a simple pie chart like this, and one will be a multiple pie chart in which there are two pie charts involved to be solved. Yeah, please see the other video as well. Alright, this is a basic video, so I'll focus only on the easy part, and main focus is on percentages. Second video will be the main one, so please see that video after this video. Alright, we'll start the very simple question. So please pause the video and try to do it yourself. So before that, you have to see this commandment. Commandment means pie chart is nothing but percentages. So play on percentages, your life will become very simple. Find the total. If the total expensive on transportation, that's a pie chart for transportation. So total is 12,000. I've given a very easy question. Find the money spent on the ships. Now typically what people do is they find out the percentage wise. Yeah, 9%. So obviously finding out 9% of this. Yeah, easy question. Next question will take you more time, but this is just starting with the easy question. Fine. But to save some time, what I can do is, see, first of all, if I have to find out 12,000 ka 9%. Easiest thing to find out anything is always 10% or 100% or 1%. Yep. So what I can do here is I can find out 10%. Finding out 10% is very easy. All I have to remove is a 0. So 10% of anything is 12. How much is 10% of 331? 33.1. So 10% is 1200. Now I want 9%. So I can write 9% is equal to 10% minus 1%. 10% 1200. 1% 120. 1200 minus 120 1080. Yep. So these are the small thing which you have to use to speeden up the calculation. Yeah, and another very easy example. Alright, so I'll give you one more easy example. Find the money spent on road and railway. Now what people normally do, they'll first find road 22% of 12,000 and railway 9%. Fine, but because they're percentages, I can add them, both of them. Yeah, that's a basic video, so you're not understanding the main shortcuts in this, but once you see the advanced level, you will understand what the shortcuts are. Fine, 9 plus 12, 22, now this is 31%. I want to find out the 31%. So I can make it 30% minus 1%. Again, 10%, 1200, 30%. 3 into 12, 36. 3600 minus 1%, 120. Sorry, 31 is 30 plus 1. So 3600 plus 120, 3720. Alright, so these are the two examples just to introduce you to what I mean by speed calculation, how you have to improve that. Fine, before, so that I can solve all these DI questions in half the time, because that's your main thing. Alright, so let's look at this question. The cost in rupees per ton of oil moved by the rail and road together happens to be roughly how much? Please pause the video and try to do it yourself. Fine. Now this is the volume transported and this is the cost of transportation. So to find the cost, I have to find out the cost of transportation divided by the volume. This is what the formula is supposed to be. Yep. So let's look at the cost here. Now first I have to find the cost of rail, which is 12% of 30,000. Then add 6% of road, 6% of 30,000, divide by, so 30 into 12% plus 6% into 30 divided by volume transport, 22% of 12 plus again 9% of 12, and I have to solve this calculation. That's a typical problem. Trust me, this is after solving this way, most of people will come out and say this year DI was very tough, was calculation intensive. So it's you who make the question more tough, not the examiner. Alright, so let's look at the shortcut to solve this question. That's a typical way. So if I look at the shortcut here, now I've seen in the earlier video as well, total rail plus road, I don't need to calculate individually, I can combine them, is 12 plus 6, 18%. Yep, total cost is 18% of 30, whereas total volume transferred is 22 plus 9, 31% of 12. Yeah, now if I look this calculations, this one side is, if I take these two together, 18 by 12, 30 by 31. 18 by 12 is 1.5 into 30 by 31 is almost 1 or 0.9 point something. So answer roughly, if I look at the options now, 15 into 1 point something, here the answer is 14 point something, 1.49 something. So the only option available here is 1.5. Are you getting what I'm trying to do? I'll do it again. Fine. Now if I want to find, for example, total cost, let me just remove all these things. Total cost of transportation. So I'll do this plus this, 18% of 30 millions divided by volume. Total volume 22 plus this 31 of 12 million. So 18 by 12, 1.5, 30 by 31, almost 1%. So answer is 1.5. 30 seconds to solve this question. Trust me, DI is one area where you can increase your score. Yep. Alright, so if you want to join us, you can join us on facebook.com. You can join me on Facebook if you want to ask any doubts. You can call us on this number if you're planning to join any of our programs, or go to cetking.com for more details about our programs on shortcuts.